Hello and good morning, Liberating Desire, Planet Desire, Babes of Desire. So, do you want to solve a sexual problem? Do you want to create more ecstasy in your life? Do you want to be the leader of your sex life? So, one of the best ways to do that, of course, is masturbation. Of course, it's one of my favorite topics. Yes, yes, yes. And it's masturbation month, so we're gonna get a little nitty gritty in the juicy bits of solo sex play and solo sex loving. So here's the thing. Yesterday I talked about some of the reasons why. Like, why would you want to create an amazing solo sex life with yourself? Why would you want to solidify, deepen, enrich the sex life that you have with yourself? So go check out that video from yesterday. Today, I actually want to give you a tactic. So here's the deal. A lot of us do solo sex on autopilot. Like, I just want to rub one out. I'm going to do it whether I need to or not. I just got to get it out of my system. These are actual things that I have heard from clients, from students, from people like you. Of course, I've seen a lot of it on the internet. Like, I do it whether I need it or not. That's the thing that I hear from a lot of men. And here's the thing, if you're on autopilot, you're not going to solve a problem on autopilot. You're not going to create ecstasy on autopilot. You're not going to create the thing that you desire if you're checked out or you're just on autopilot. So, one of the best things that I have found in the realm of solo sex practice that I work with my clients on, and I've done myself for 7 days, for 30 days in a row, for 60 days in a row, is mindful masturbation. And I just want to give you one particular element of it as a tactic, as a strategy that you can use to deepen not only your awareness of your own sexuality and your own process of arousal, but you can actually transform for yourself what your sex life looks like. And not only that, but you can create not just a different relationship with your sexuality, but a different relationship with yourself. Okay? Here's the thing about mindful masturbation, the broad brushstrokes, the overview, is it's all about being intentional. That's it. Just being intentionally present, mindful, right? Mindfulness is simply being present in the moment-to-moment experience that you are having. It might be the thoughts, it might be the sensations, it might be the actual things that you're doing with your body, it might be the way that you're behaving. When you are mindful, you're just in a process of tracking it. You're in the experience. You're not in an observer role where you're like judging yourself for doing something, right? You're in it, you're present. And when you're embodied, when you're in your skin and you're in your senses and you're paying attention to your breath and you are paying attention to the ways in which you're moving your body, you're also aware of the responses and the reactions, right? Like, what happens when you slow down and take a breath? What do you notice sensationally occurs for you when you slow down and take a breath? That's part of what we are going for in mindful masturbation, in intentional practice of embodiment. So, here's the tactic, or here is the technique that you get to use. My invitation for you is to give yourself a timer. Okay, so what I invite my clients to do is just set a time for an amount of time that is more time than you typically spend in a solo sex session, right? So if you're in like an autopilot, I jerk off for 15 minutes before I go to bed and then I fall asleep with the vibrator in my hand. No shame, no blame, no fault, no guilt, because I do that too, just like me. Then I might set a timer for 25 minutes just to experiment with what it is like to elongate the amount of time that I spend in arousal. It's not to time myself to get to orgasm. It's not to be obsessed with the amount of time. It's actually to extend the amount of time that I am in awareness, presence, intentional contact and relationship with my own eroticism, my own turn on, my own arousal. So you just set the time. That's all you got to do. Set the timer, see what happens in the amount of time that you set. Now, where or who can this be really powerful for, really, really valuable for? This can be really valuable for you if you are really agenda focused, like you're somebody that's like, I want to get to the orgasm right now. If you are somebody who experiences early ejaculation and you come quicker than you want to, and you actually want to have an experience of lengthening or elongating your arousal. This also is really valuable for you if you're somebody who gets anxious when you start to get aroused. This might also be for you if you're somebody who gets bored, right? Because all of those things, all of that is some level of distraction that's going on inside of you, some level of judgment that's happening inside of you. And really what you get to do in mindful masturbation when you set this time is you actually get to confront that stuff. Because here's the thing, if you're not willing to confront it in your own time and space when you're by yourself, then it's surely gonna come up when you're with a partner. And do you want to confront it then? Do you want to be distracted, anxious, agenda focused, worried about your performance when you're with another person, or do you just want to be present? I mean, your capacity to feel, your capacity to create loving relationships, your capacity to lead in your life and in your community and in your career is totally about your ability to be present in the moment. And mindful masturbation is a way to do it. In fact, it might even be the way to do it, because this is where we're talking about getting you completely naked, raw, and engaged in what it's like for you to be a human on this earth, where your thoughts and your feelings and your sensations, your emotions, your behavior, your body movement, where it's all involved all at once. So set that timer, play within the space of that timer, enjoy yourself, let everything else in the world fall away and disappear, and just see what you can create in and of yourself in that time. So tell me what you're hearing me say in the comments. When you practice, come back here and tell me what this practice was like. I really want to hear from you. And show up in the comments and tell me what you want to know next. So for the rest of this week, we're doing mindful masturbation. At the end of the week, on Friday, yes, on Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be offering a free training called Unleash Your Desires, where I'm going to give you a formula for how to unleash your desires, but also recognize and unpack the most common reasons why you aren't reaching your desire, why you're not creating the thing that you desire, the thing that you crave. Like, let's get out of the excuses game and get into the creation, the manifestation, the bringing into reality, bringing into form what it is that you want, whether it's in your own skin, in your relationships, in your workplace, in your career, or in your community, in the world. Unleash your desires. I'm going to pop that link into the group so you can sign up and make sure that you get the reminders at the end of the week. So Unleash Your Desires is on Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And tell me in the chat what you're getting from this talk and what you want to hear next. I love you. Take good care of yourself. Have a splendidly pleasurable, ecstatic day.